Hey Nesters, welcome back to the channel. Today we are at Goodwill doing some thrift shopping, hoping to find some interesting home decor to pick up to resell on my eBay or even for my own collection at home. So let's go ahead and see what Goodwill had today. So they had these interesting cookbooks on the end cap. The first one featured ginger and all the various things you could do with it. There were some recipes in there. And then they had another one over here that was about mustard. So I thought that was a nice collection. They're asking $2 a piece for those. I really like the looks of this picture here. I love the colors to it. And at first glance, it appeared to be a little bit older. They were asking $5. And I was surprised when I turned it over that there was actually a little sticker on there with a barcode. It was put out by Foresight. These do sell okay, but it was so heavy and quite large, so it wasn't really something I was interested in shipping. I really am into fruit decor, you guys know that, and I was surprised to see $1 for the full set of 4 when I turned that around and saw that sticker, so that was a pleasant surprise. These are vintage Japan shakers, and 3 of them looked the same. One was a little bit of a rogue one, but obviously goes well because it's fruit anyway. So immediately on the top shelf, I spied this Corningware fruit basket sugar. So it is the fruit basket pattern. It was produced from 1997 to 1998. This is one of my favorite Corel patterns, of course, with the fruit on it. Unfortunately, I don't know if you guys can see around the bottom, there was lots of weird black marks, like almost like fork scratch marks, but they were going all around the bottom outside. And it was in a weird place. There's no reason why it should have been there. It was almost like it was burnt into a fire or something. You see that? I don't really know what was happening with it. It looked like it would be difficult to get out, so I did not get it. It was such a bummer. I was really excited when I saw that. I found these really neat pottery shakers on the top shelf. I wasn't quite sure how I felt about the cork sticking up out of the top like that. I know that's where you would have had to put your salt and pepper into, that for whatever reason they didn't put on the bottom, but I wasn't really feeling the look to it with the cork sticking up. Somebody must have offloaded their teapot collection because they had a ton in store today. There was a time where I would pick these up a lot because people were collecting them, but then I started not being able to resell them too much, so I kind of steer away from them now unless I find a really unique one, but all of these are really beautiful. I love the colors to these rooster shakers. I thought they were painted very nicely. They're only asking $1 a set, and they were a pretty big size for shakers. So I thought that was a fantastic deal. I love how vibrant they are. I did find this hen-on nest in this clear glass. I do pick these up whenever I find them for a good price. They're always great sellers for me. Everyone really enjoys them. This was a medium-sized one, and they were asking $3. So this was something I did not know that existed. This is the Forest Fancies pattern that you would find in Pyrex, vintage Pyrex. And obviously it's a glass cutting board here. Very neat find. I did not know these existed. And they were asking $3. So I found this book here. It's an Antiques Digest, The American Chronicles out of Maine, 30 Years of Stories, Sales, Personalities, and Scandals. So it's quite thick. There's lots of products in there, so you can learn some history about things and then kind of behind the scenes in the antique world. I thought it was kind of a neat book. If you guys have been hanging around my channel long enough, you know I always like to check out the Avon pieces. I think they made a lot of great things. These milk glass jars, these little jars, are actually Avon, and they have the beautiful bird and floral design on the front. They are kind of like a ginger jar, but I believe they originally had some kind of a moisturizer in it, so it would be great to use in the bathroom. You could always store Q-tips in it or something like that. I think they're really gorgeous. Very rarely will you find me walk away from a Cutie Patootie fish. This one was adorable. I love the expression on his face. He was in this brown color, had a really great look to it, and of course it looks like you can put a candle on top of it, or you could just use it as a base and do something else on top of it for decor, but I thought he was so cute. They had this jewelry box down here. It had the strawberries painting on top, which I thought was a little weird for a jewelry box. It looks like it would have been more for like a tea box, but sure enough, when you open inside, it was for jewelry. And they had this vintage trivet as well.